I could see from her how great a developed, healthy FE could be because it's so warm, it's so nurturing, and it's amazing. And it doesn't feel like the fakeness, the manipulation, or the gaslighting that I grew up with. Hello, my name is Cecilia and welcome to my channel. So I had the most perfect day today. It's been a while since the last time I felt this way. I met two new girlfriends. One is slightly younger than me, one is slightly older than me. She's in her 30s, and it was great conversations, it was great food, and I tried a new activity. It was candle making, so that was so much fun. But more importantly, meeting the girl in her 30s, it has really brought me some thoughts about how the older you get, the more mature you are, the more complete and balanced you are. Personality types do not matter as much as I thought it did when I was younger. So a little background, I was a sociology major when I was in college. So it just always came naturally to me that I love grouping people since I was young. I love analyzing people and society and trying to find patterns in them. So naturally, when I learned about MBTI and personality types, I was completely obsessed with it. And the problem with that, now I'm looking back as someone who's older and more mature and more developed, I realized that it almost gives an excuse for you to accept your flaws, to say that this is who I am naturally and it is how it is. And if you're familiar with the functions in MBTI, I think everyone should try to develop all 8 functions. That makes you a much more complete person. And the second thing, again, with the MBTI functions, if you're familiar with FE and FI, I'm ENFP. I've always had a very strong FI. I don't do things unless I truly believe in it. And I grew up in a very FE heavy family, and the people in my family are not exactly emotionally mature, I will say that. So growing up, I've always seeing the dark side of FE. Manipulative. I always felt judged by my family. I've always thought that their personality types lacked the ability to have their own beliefs against societal norms. So that's what I believed in for years because I've only been around really unhealthy FE users, right? For example, my family has a lot of ESFJs, and I almost got very PTSD every time I see an ESFJ. So I think I had a very deep belief about the whole FE-FI clash thing. But I say today was a great day because meeting this new friend in her 30s, it has really challenged me to think differently. Because as soon as I met her, I knew she's probably ESFJ. She has that face and she's very meticulous, planner. She had a whole snack and wine theme pack. She talks about things in a very present and censored kind of way. Basically, she has the personality type of my mom. But at the same time, she's so different. Through our conversations, I could see from her how great a developed, healthy FE could be. I've felt that, wow, I can really see why FE is such an important skill or function to have because it's so warm, it's so nurturing, and it's amazing. And it doesn't feel like the fakeness, the manipulation, or the gaslighting that I grew up with. And when we're talking, it's very clear that she's not someone that just goes with societal expectations. And she talked about how she's been in banking for a really long time because of how structured it is. And for her, being able to see that clear path of how things are gonna go in her career was important to her. And I loved how that works for her. And also when she talked about other people, she was just saying that whatever that works for them, that's great. And I always agree with that 100%. I don't feel any sense of judgmental from this person. There was not the FE that I grew up with, where people in my family really expect people to act a certain way. So yeah, it's been a very unexpected, surprisingly amazing day for me. And whenever I meet someone who really breaks the stereotype, I would say, doesn't act exactly like their personality type, who might have put in the work, overcame the weaknesses that they were naturally born with, tried to become a better person, it just makes me really happy because it makes the world less predictable. It makes people more fun. And and it really fits my own belief in becoming a better person. So yeah, that was just a little thought that I had today of why personality types don't really matter. It's the maturity that comes from life experience and self-reflection. It's the balance, it's being able to overcome your shortcomings. I hope we can all become closer and closer to that ideal image of ourselves, and the world will be such a great place. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.